Hi guys, it's Grandma Jackie. I'm back. I just want to show you a little bit of a project that I'm working on right now. You guys know that I brought my sewing machine in from the shed so I can utilize it more. So I have it set up in my bedroom so I can work on it and also watch YouTube at the same time. No. Anyways, I just want to show you what I was working on. I had started this quilt a long time ago. Sorry for the setup, but I don't know. I can't do much. I can't bring my other thing in here, so. Anyways, I had started this quilt. It's a rag quilt a long time ago, and I could not get out to the shed to do stuff with it. So, I'm in the process of working on it, and this is for my niece. So, this is what it kind of looks like. It's kind of patterned like this. The back of it, sorry. Yeah, the back of it is just this one solid color, but then the front is kind of patterned, and I laid it out in the pattern that I wanted it in finally. I usually do mainly throws unless it's for, like I did a big one for my daughter and a big one for myself so far, and I think I did a big one for my Aunt Barb. But this one's going to be kind of in between a throw and a full size because I usually do 7 across and usually 8 down, or no, 7 across, 9 down. This time I decided to do 7 across, 10 down just to make it a little bit longer for her. But yeah, it's made up of, I don't know if you guys know how to make rag quilts. It's made up of 3 layers. And what do I do with extra layers? Hold on just a moment. I have one that's an extra layer right here. Sorry. You guys are like, what is she doing? Okay. So I kind of cut them in squares, and my squares are 9 by 9s because once you sew, it shrinks the squares. I usually do a 1/2 inch trim around it, so that shrinks it down all the way pretty much an 8-inch square. So it kind of looked like this, and you put the 3 together. In the middle is a flannel, and that's what gives it the weight and the warmth. And then I just do like a cotton, just a regular thin cotton material on each side. She likes sunflowers. She also likes dark colors, so this is what I kind of came up with for the back and the front, and then I added the black flannel on the inside. So you do all 3 of your layers, then you crisscross, sew in a crisscross, that's your quilting, and then you put them together. And I'm in the process of putting them together. I think I am on the second to last row of putting it together, and then I'll have to go around do all the edging, and then the fun part begins because then you do the cutting for the rag quilts. But anyways, these little clip things is what I use instead of pins. Now I used to use little stick pins all the time. Oh, look, I'm cut off. Sorry. I get so into my projects. I apologize. I used to use the little stick pins all the time, and I would either break them, like I'd hit them while I was running through, or I would poke myself, or I would forget and leave it in there and then poke myself later. But anyways, I was at Hobby Lobby one day and I seen these clips, and they're just little, I actually bought 2 containers of these, and this is what the little containers looks like, but they're full of these little clips, and I had never even, oh look, I'm cut off again, thought about these little clip things. It's flat on one side. I'm doing everything backwards. It's flat on one side and lifted on the other. And I was at Hobby Lobby one day, and I was looking at those and I was like, I wonder what those things are. And then I seen a couple of Amish women, and they had picked up a couple of those, and I just, I was very politely asked what they were for, and they kind of had a little bit of an accent, so they was a little hard to understand, but I picked up that they used them in place of the stick pins. I was like, oh, okay, thank you very much. Well, then I just went ahead and went about my business or whatever, because that stuff wasn't on sale at the time, and I didn't know if it ever went on sale, and I wanted to check out prices of other things, shoppers, the way we do. And so I got to looking on Amazon, and I think, I'm not real positive, but I think this was like $7 something. And I did get 2 containers because once I get going, I have to use quite a bit of them. So this is what the containers look like. And they're really cute. I mean, but they're chock full of these little clip things. And so, I do that. So, I have my mat here. I cut it with a rotary cutter. I have got a couple of the rotary cutters from the Dollar Tree, but I have not tried them yet. Not on my fabric. I always keep my seam ripper handy because I make mistakes. I'll be honest, I skipped a whole thing on this because I hadn't done it in a while. I have two of these cutters. I have the little pair, and you want cutters that have the tension, because if you just try to use a pair of scissors, it's going to kill your hand. Well, it's going to kill your hand anyways. And then I have the bigger pair that have the tension as well. I kind of switch off. It depends on how bad my hands are hurting, to be honest. But then I always keep also some extra bobbins in this little container. Some of them already have like a off-white cream is what I usually use, but this time I used a brown, which it looks like I need to switch out. Uh-oh. Here it is. Looks like I need to switch it out because it's about done. Oh, look there. I'm going sideways again. I don't know if it tells you the color of it. It's just the number 210. I don't know. Just get them at Walmart. They're like 80 some cents usually. This one, no, this is the color 540. Hold on a second. And this is the color 187. Which I need to leave that out because I've switched out. Okay, so usually I wind up a couple bobbins in the same color that I'm needing, and then I go to town. So whenever you match it up side to side, you see? And then you hem your line at the 1/2 inch mark is what I do. And then you open it up, and it kind of looks like this when you're done hemming. And then you open it up and it looks like this. This is the part you'll do the cutting on later. And so, like I said, I got 2 more rows to do for this beauty for her, and then I'll show you whenever it's done. It is very time consuming. You put a lot of heart and soul into a quilt, no matter what type of quilt you do. And I'm going to stand up for just a second because I want to grab the quilt that I did for myself to show you in comparison what it looks like after it's cut. Okay, this is my quilt. I've had this done for over a year. But this is one I sometimes have on my bed. I made it with 3 different colors, so it was a different type of a pattern. And just the all gray back to it. But once you get it cut, and then you wash it, after you wash it and then you dry it, halfway through your dryer cycle, some people don't do it at their home. They'll take it to the laundromat. I don't want to go to the laundromat, so I do it at my home. So halfway through your dryer cycle, you're going to need to clean out your lint thing, because this is going to have a lot of lint on it because you did the flannel. So you can still see some cut marks, but this is what they end up looking like. It's just like a raggy quilt type of thing, and this is very heavy. And It actually is very warm once you put it on, so I think my niece's will be a little bit lighter because on mine I chose like a thicker cotton type material to do for mine. And she's one of them ones that sleep, I think, with a fan on all year long. So that's why I chose like the thinner material for her. So yeah, there's that. And this is my crazy way of coming up with, I don't know if you can see, this is how I design my quilts. I do all kinds of chicken scratches and marks and things like that. So yeah, that's what I do. So I just wanted to jump on here and show you that I'm in the process of making one. And whenever I get done, I will show it to you. So that's how I make my rag quilts. I hope everyone is having a good day. Thank you very much for clicking on this video. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please think about subscribing. And once you do, make sure you hit the bell, and that'll tell you whenever I upload a video. Tomorrow, I'm shopping, so my video will probably be a little bit late tomorrow. It's a fantastic, warm, sunny day out. So that's also why I didn't want to record in the other room, because the sun is just so bright in there. So I'm thinking of different things that I can do. So everybody have a good day. Stay safe. Take care of yourself. And I will catch you later.